Happy Monday, students. So today, or this week, we're going to be learning about how to do calculations that you might need to do while programming. Um, we have things called operators. So operators are just, hey, this is a plus sign. It tells me to add the two things together in the program, or a subtraction sign, or whatever. Um, Usually, it depends on the complexity of the language, um, but they usually have one operator for each of the four main math things, like the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. And then they might also have one for raising something to a power, or they might do that somehow else. Now, how would I write this stuff? Well, for instance, if I want the sum of something, I can write 5 plus 7. All right. So the computer would do the math problem for me. I don't actually have to know what 5 plus 7 is. It's nice. What about difference? I can do 20 minus 13, or whatever I want to subtract. Now here's the thing. I can even do 13 minus 20, and then it would actually still store the information correctly because integers are positive and negative. You can make a negative integer. So this is fine. This is fine, perfectly fine. And I can also add negative numbers. I can do 5 plus negative 7, or whatever you need to do. And then if I wanted to multiply, I would do 3, and you might not know this symbol as multiplication, but here it is, this little star. If you hit Shift 8 on your keyboard, you get the little star. And then, so that's 3 times 6, 18. And then the computer would do that for you whenever it runs the program. And then quotient, that's the result of division if you forgot. I could do, let's do 35 divided by 7. And then for you guys, I'm going to let you use either one of these because there's not a lot of difference. And the computer languages that makes a difference between the two of them are kind of crazy. So we're going to leave it as you can do either one, either division symbol, and you're good to go. Finally, power. So if you raise something to if you have an exponent on a number, you're raising something to a power. So if I do 2 to the 5th power, it would look just like that. 2 to the 5th power. And just so you guys know for sure, that would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 5 times. You multiply 2 times itself 5 times, and that's what that means. That's what raising something to a power is if your math class hasn't gotten to it yet. Now, the thing is, if all I tell the computer to do is to just do the math, it's just going to store it in the memory, and then it's going to run out of instructions, and it's going to close, and you're never going to see the answers. So, how do you see the answers? Like this. Print sum. That means tell me on the screen what sum is. Now the thing is, for you to get the print, you have to be on something called a command prompt. We're probably not going to do that. We're probably not actually going to run it like that. In fact, we may not get to run these. We may just be writing them just to practice, and I'll be looking for bugs as best I can on your work. But the way that you would do it, you would just say print. Oh, what did I get for difference? Let me see. There you go. I print difference. So now I know what my sum is going to be and what my difference is going to be. Then I could do print 5th power if I wanted that one. In fact, this is for very simple programs. This is how you get all of your answers, or you get all of your results, is through print. And most of the programming that you think is programming, where you're looking at things moving, or um, or you see different graphics, like that is all higher level. This is like the most basic, like show me on the computer screen just the text that says what the answer to these problems is. So that's how you do some math, and then print the answers to the console. And we'll go over a few more things in another video, and then I'll give you an assignment. All right, so I forgot one thing. I also put a remainder of. I didn't want to put any special symbols because I wanted people to know exactly what it was. So if I try to divide something like 3 or 4, it doesn't come out even, and I would get a remainder of 3 because it just doesn't divide. So computers can actually do that for you. So I made a nice little remainder of function, and then the remainder, and it gets stored in the remainder. So it's just remainder of, and then you have to put a little underscore there. And you can put in parentheses with a division symbol in the middle. If you put something that's not division, if you put just remainder of, you're going to get 0 because there's no division happening there. All right?